The gap's crazy. 25 points from Liverpool down to Chelsea.
Yeah, it's a crazy
insane.
gap.
It's a lot.
And normally I like gaps, but not like that.
Well, the way I look at it is like it was the same gap that Liverpool had last season. They managed to make it up. So
Yeah, Liverpool made their gap up.
Yeah.
What do you think Liverpool did to make up their gap? Because it will kind of inform what the other teams need to do to close the gap on these two teams.
I think they were patient with Klopp. They got him the players he wanted as well. And they didn't change their style. They just carried on building on it.
Right.
And I think that was why, like, you see some clubs, they chop and change every 2 years.
Right.
There's high turnover of players, whereas he's kept it pretty consistent.
Like, so that's the thing. Like, I believe that's true, right? So I believe that's true, but also I look at teams like Chelsea, and I saw this thing where they've won or been in 10 finals, 10 finals or 20 finals?
20 finals in 20 years.
In 20 years.
Yeah.
And if you look at the list of managers that they had, you know what I mean? Like, so then there's an argument for that way. I think the argument works that for Chelsea if you have the right players.
Yeah.
And then you bring in like a top coach.
Yeah, I think for the majority of that time, we had a core of like 7 or 8
Right.
players, which was really solid. So it didn't really matter which. You can do that if you have like a really high quality team.
Right.
Yeah, if you have Czech, Terry, Lampard,
Yeah,
and then
all
you
those
give
guys.
those players to Ancelotti or Mourinho
Right.
or Conte.
Right.
They can just go. I mean, I think there was couple of seasons where some of these, lesser players from that era, they came out saying it's pretty much just the players managing the team.
Yeah.
We had somebody, but
Who said that? The lesser players? The haters?
this was this guy called Steve Sidwell.
He wasn't that
Yeah, he came through the championship and stuff. He spent 2 years
good. Yeah.
at Chelsea, but he was like, when Mourinho left and they appointed Avram Grant, we went to the Moscow, the final, and lost to you guys, Champions League. But
You're welcome.
it's pretty much just the
But
players.
Grant did get to a final.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the same thing with
Di
Man City.
Matteo got to a final as well.
Yeah.
And won.
Di Matteo
and then
won,
got sacked
right?
6 months
Yeah.
later.
But my point is which is your point, is like if you have Man City has a core group of players, Company's one of them, and Sergio Aguero and David Silva,
Yeah, Fernandinho as well.
Fernandinho, and it's like they adapted to anybody that was there. And he's the third coach to win with those players, and then he added to them, and then so that's a way to build. Liverpool is like right there.
But Liverpool's given us a nice template of what you need to do to shorten that gap and like get close.
Right.
You look at your first 11 and see where are the holes you have. Like buying a whole bunch of players is not going to work. You fix those holes in the first 11.
Right. So what did Liverpool do at the beginning of the season? They got a goalkeeper.
Yeah, Alisson, 65 million.
Right.
Yeah.
What else?
Keita, 43 million.
Right.
They spent a lot of money.
Right.
And
And 43 mil is not bad for what a Keita's going to give you for the prices of what players are going to go to and what Keita's going to
City
give
got
you.
Bernardo Silva for less than Keita.
Yeah, but that's before
Yeah.
goddamn Neymar got sold and ruined the whole market.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got Van Dijk midway through last season.
How much was Van Dijk? Yeah.
Was around 70 million.
80 million. It's a
Yeah,
record.
yeah.
He was worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but the cool thing about that is they also got folks like if you look at the entire defense, so Van Dijk and Alisson cost a lot of money, but then Robertson, Gomez, and
Alexander
Trent
Arnold,
Alexander came for pretty much zero.
Right. Exactly.
So overall, on an average, you're not really spending a lot.
and those guys like Robertson and what's the other back?
Alexander
Trent
Arnold.
Alexander-Arnold. Like first of all, fuck you. Like, where do you just
15
you
assists.
fucking kids just come in the league,
Yeah.
and then the first moment I see you play, I'm like, where did this grown ass kid who looks like it's his first day ever playing soccer? How does he show up like I'm a professional soccer player at a higher level than most people in that position? Like, what? How the fuck does that happen? And then. To show how important backs are, like they both have like 12 assists.
Yeah.
Like they're
exactly.
basically midfielders.
Right.
Like who has the highest? The guy Frazier from Bournemouth has 14
Ryan Fraser.
assists. for the
Hazard has
season.
15.
And
but
Hazard
yeah.
has 15.
Yeah.
And then these two you have two backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus you got midfielders too. It's
Yeah.
like goals are coming, or the chances are coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, and they're defenders.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they've both been ridiculously good this year. Alexander-Arnold for me is the best right back in the league, and he's like overtaken Trippier in the England team as well.
yeah. You should.
He's gonna take over Kyle Walker too.
Yeah.